When I was a young child, we used to play cricket and we used to go to forest a lot. That's where I think it began, In that journey, whatever Montrose is, it's not because of me, it's because of my colleagues. They have supported throughout those years, and a landlord used to come along behind the rent payments, They've taken back a couple of our classrooms. It was a very lonely journey. Wherever you go, you will find our students, our graduates. Shared my personal story.
Hello everybody and welcome to Montrose Spotlight. My name is Subodha and I am a business marketing lecturer here, but I'm going to be hosting this show today. I am indeed honored, delighted and also very excited to be here today as we are going to be talking about loads of inspiring stories behind these great walls of Montrose College, and for that purpose we've got our CEO and founder Mr. Bilal Sheikh with us. Mr. Bilal, thank you for joining this episode. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you for inviting me for this podcast today.
Thank you very much for joining. So let's start with this question. How would you explain yourself? Who are you?
I'm just a normal human being who happened to be here, one of your colleagues who started this business
Great.
20 years ago.
So I know that every success has its own story. So let's go back a few decades ago. During your childhood, how did you, what were your intentions about education? How did that become important to where we are today?
I've been born in a very disciplined family where my dad was an accountant, granddad was in army. So I was born in a very disciplined environment, never thought that I'll be starting a business school. We were like ordinary kids, used to play cricket a lot. Cricket was another religion for us, and we had a very disciplined life in the beginning.
It's interesting you mentioned parents, because I think my next question I wanted to ask you, if there was something that your parents have told me, one thing that had been with you throughout your life, and you still carry with you up until today, what would that be?
Discipline, punctuality, how to dress up, how to interact humbly with the people. That's what they have taught me throughout my lifetime, when I was a child.
So you did talk about playing cricket and having a very spontaneous childhood. And I think that is very important growing up, to be creative and thinking out of the box. So am I correct if I say that that kind of a childhood helped you to get out of the traditional paths and start your own business? How did it pave the way for what we are today?
When I was a young child, we used to play cricket and we used to go to forest a lot. That's where I think it began, It taught me how to be disciplined, how to be active, how to keep your mental well-being stable. And it was just a click, It taught me how to help others, And that's where it began. The school journey began there and then, After my GCSE, I started teaching maths. Just voluntarily, not charging any money. And then it became a profession. I started teaching GCSE and A-level students. And I never thought that one day I'm gonna be opening up a business school.
I think I feel when you say that you were very passionate about what we were doing. You said that you did not charge initially as well. So that itself is passion of what you are doing. So having said that, I assume that you were in around late 30s when you started Montrose College?
I was mid-20s when I started my journey, Montrose. Yeah.
Okay, so at such a young age, Mr. Bilal, what gave you the confidence to step into something big like this? Of course, you did not imagine it to be big. We've come across 20 long years from that day. But being so young, what gave you the confidence? Is it your family, your spouse, your wife? How did this all begin?
From an early age, I used to dream I was a daydreamer. I used to
Dream
dream a
big.
lot, and I started dreaming big. That's where it began, and we started as a community college back in Leighton Technical, where we were teaching the learners from EU, refugees. They used to come. We were teaching them Callan method, and in that journey, whatever Montrose is, it's not because of me. It's because of my colleagues. They have supported throughout those years, and I started this with my partner back in 2006. It was not like what you see today.
I'm sure, yes.
A lot of lonely days, hardship, lot of struggle. There were moments, when we want to give up, we want to lock up, want to give up. We said, well, no. The discipline and punctuality which my parents taught me, and my teachers, my professors, my colleagues taught me, over
That
the years,
kept you going.
discipline, and we carried on, and here we are. We have got so many colleagues. We got 5 various departments within Montrose College, and I'm proud whatever my colleagues are doing. We never thought that's going to happen, but it happened.
But you would have had your fair share of hesitations or doubts. Did you, feel like you're dragging down? Did you doubt the journey that you were going, like somewhere in the middle? Or were you still determined? Because, of course, of the discipline you said that comes from your parents, and I can understand how it would have been. So did you have any fair share of hesitations or doubts? Because we might have viewers who's just, starting such a journey, becoming an entrepreneur, and then at the middle, oh my God, can I just do this? Will I be able to succeed? Asking yourself this question, will I get there? So did you ever feel this? And if you did, how did you roll on?
Well, I'm just an ordinary human being, very humble to be here. There were moments when I used to cry, on my own. When I was not able to afford the rent, I remember there were moments in Leighton Technical, our landlord used to come along behind the rent payments, they've taken back a couple of our classrooms. It was a very lonely journey. It's part of the bigger package, part of the bigger dream, which we saw, and we're still dreaming. We're still dreaming big. It's just the beginning, 20 years is just the beginning. We just started. Today is our first podcast. It started, it's just the beginning. We are making this brand available for local community, local kids, to get benefit of whatever we're offering. We are a very humble beginning. I said, well, majority of universities and school FE colleges were born out of donation by wealthy families, But the way we started on our own with very little help, little money. I believe in British values. You work hard, you achieve, you reach somewhere. Thanks to Great Britain, God save my king. Where there is equality, justice, you work hard, you reach somewhere in your life. If my viewers, I'm not a media savvy, or I'm not a celebrity, but if you need to follow, keep believing in yourself, dream big, and have a discipline in your life, you will reach somewhere here in Britain,
That is very inspiring, and I think I just felt it because you put into words the impact you've created, and I've seen, being a lecturer here for a few years, we are not just an institution. The success you've created gives opportunities for thousands of students every day, and I witness it, and I'm also very happy and proud to live this experience. So moving towards the end of the episode, I would like to ask you, I know that you are big on networking, And we do host a lot of networking events in school as well. Marketing departments and different departments come together. We give the students an opportunity to talk around, engage, and we host these research conferences. And we just recently had a women conference, which is a huge success. So, how important is networking for an entrepreneur, for someone who wants to start a business, who wants to step into this path?
You never underestimate anyone. If you are meeting with people, don't be shy. Do your practice. If you attend these kind of conferences or events, or chamber events, don't be shy of anyone else, anything. 15 years ago, I met with at IBM. I met with a fellow IBM Huzza Park. Attended a conference over there. 2 days residential. Ended up meeting with someone and believed on him. Still in touch with him, and never thought that he'll become one of our board of governors. So networking is a key thing. This is the message which I would like to give it to our students, our graduates, our audience. Believe in yourself and be open.
Grab every opportunity.
Start creating your LinkedIn from an early age, from your school, high school, senior school, university. Make friends, and you never know where it's going to be clicked. Be mindful. If you're traveling, you never know to whom you're going to encounter in train, in tube, at a grocery store. And never look down on anyone. You never know where you're going to end up. In your life.
So, Mr. Bilal, across these 20 years, when you look back, we've had so many success stories. We've seen students achieving their dreams. They dreamt big. On a daily basis, I hear students' achievements as a teacher, and I can only imagine how proud and happy you feel as a CEO and founder, and having going through such an amazing journey of 20 years. Looking back, how do you feel now, or what do you feel about your success and actually the college's success?
I feel very proud. We are based in London Borough of Redbridge. It's a London borough, Greater London. Wherever you go, you will find our students, our graduates. I'll share my personal story. When COVID jabs were rolled out, and I went to Buckhurst-Hill, to get my jab done, and along with my parents in Westfield, Stratford. So the lady who gave us the jab was one of our graduates, students. You go to hospital, you go to Web Cross, you go to Queen's, you go to King George, you will find out Montrose College students everywhere. Those who have studied in our health and social care department, they are working higher up, in NHS, people are opening up their care homes, they are practice managers. This is a great success. A personal story, back in 2023 when my dad died at Web Cross, which is our local hospital. Web Cross have given me 3 lives and taken 1 life back. When he died, the phone call was made, from Web Cross for me to come and attend. When I went in there, it was one of the Montrose College graduate students, who was working there. So in our health and social care department, students have achieved well. You go to local banks, in London banks, our students are there. You go to hotels, local hotels within Essex area, you go to Prince Regent. Our wonderful students are working, studying and working there. There is a family who is in Prince Regent working there and studying here. One day they're going to be managers. You go to London hotels, you will see Montrose College hospitality students there. They're working effectively. You go to local schools, our teachers trained teachers, they are teaching in local schools. You go to local tuition centers, our students are teaching. So Montrose College students are everywhere. That's even in 10 Downing Street. A couple of our students used to work in back in 2020, 2021, in 10 Downing Street. So our students are everywhere in local government, in local authorities. They are working as housing officers, as social workers. So they are everywhere, and I feel very proud. When I encountered with them. It's a privileged moment. Happy days of life that you started. Students, graduate students, they are doing good. We're underprivileged background. Our kids are underprivileged background kids who are coming and attending. And you see them once they graduate, the life is getting better and better and better. That's where I feel more satisfied.
Yeah. That's such an inspiring few examples you've given, and I'm pretty sure that's few of the many you have to tell our viewers. So let's move on to understanding what kind of a legacy would you want Montrose College to leave behind for future generations?
Whatever I discussed about the learners, it's not possible. It's a team effort. It's not only my effort. I just initiated. It's my entire team, from admin to teachers to senior leaders. It's the entire team who's putting their efforts in, and we are getting the results. Where I see Montrose, I'm still dreaming big. We got exciting plans ahead for Montrose College. We have recently acquired 60 acres of land, 57 acres of land locally in Essex, where we would like to have our sports fields, cricket, football, and other extracurricular activities which we will be organizing. And that's the 2027 plan. You never know, we might run degrees in sports sciences too. We are developing our first digital technologies AI center at Montrose House in Ganshill, and we're waiting to start doing our building work very soon. It will create a lot of employment. It will create employment, and it will help the local economy. And London Borough of Redbridge, they have treated us very well since its beginning. When we moved here in 2014, the leaders of the local authorities, they helped. We have invested well over £50 million here in London Borough of Redbridge into our infrastructure, creating spaces where people belong. That's what we are creating, and we hope. I'm not here for permanent. People come and move on. We come and go. I hope that whatever I meant to do, I've done. I'll be doing my part, and future generations, they're going to be getting benefit of Montrose College.
Thank you. That would show how you are still dreaming big for the Montrose College to expand, and I really and sincerely hope that we proceed with such aspirations in the future. So finally, to conclude the show, before we move on from this episode, tell us one piece of advice that you would give someone who is willing to grow, who's wanting to start a business, irrespective of what background they come from. What is pertinent? What is important?
We run a show here. It's called Dream Big. Pitch your business idea. It's like a Dragon Den style, where we empower our learners. We help them to build up their confidence. We support startup businesses. A couple of our students, they have started cafes. They are in hospitality, they are opening up cake shops. They are doing their own businesses, own recruitment companies and security companies. A couple of our students are running. The advice which I would like to give: discipline, determined, build up your confidence, dress nicely. You need to know how to dress up, prepare yourself for the interviews, from the beginning and listen to your elders, especially your teachers. Listen to them. They know your weakness and strength, and your parents too. You can reach wherever you want to reach. Mars is not very far. You can reach wherever you want to reach if you are determined and disciplined.
Thank you, Mr. Bilal. With that warm note, we are concluding today's episode, and we wish to join with you with the next episode very soon. Thank you